Okay, Jonathan Taylor here, over at the BIBpodcast.com. Today on our whiteboard talk, we're going to talk about finding the right niche for your next website project. And we've talked about this a number of times on our show in determining what the right niche is. Should I look at this niche because it makes the potential for making money is there, or I'm interested in this? Should I go this route? You got to answer all of those things, especially if it's going to be something that you're going to spend a lot of time doing. So, in order to really determine, I use something called a Venn diagram, and you can. The way to spell that is VENN diagram. I actually first came across this whole model using a Venn diagram. A long time ago, I read, it came across in a book called Finding Your Perfect Work. Very good book. But it used this model of basically creating all of these concepts or all of these ideas and seeing how all of them relate together. And let me explain. Let me just show you how this works. So the first thing that I do, I start with a circle for the first part of this project. And the first thing that I look at is you're looking at interest. If we're looking at a project to get started on, a website project or an online business project, it needs to capture my interest. It needs to be something that I'm certainly interested in. So you have to have interest, something that you're passionate about, that you enjoy doing. The interest or the passion certainly has to be there. Otherwise, it's not something that you're going to stick to. So that's going to be number one. That's the first and foremost. Now, the next circle I'm going to create right here. I'm sorry, that's not a very even circle, but I want these two circles to kind of come together. And there's a reason for that, and I'm going to show you here in a second. So number two, what's in the second thing that I'm looking for when I'm creating a project, when I'm creating a niche website that I want to go into? Well, I want to look at not only my interest and my passion, but I also want to make sure that this is something that I have a little bit of skill or expertise in. And that's going to help me because if I know a little bit about what I'm doing, if I know a little bit about what my project is, that's going to help me as far as getting the project going or continuing on with it. If I have an interest or a passion, but I know very little about my topic, then it's going to be hard to go into unless I'm relying on someone else who is an expert or who does have experience or skill. So on this one, on number two, we're looking at skill or expertise or experience, whatever you want to call it. It's some knowledge of your topic is what you want to do. So you have an interest or passion. You also have skill, and it doesn't mean you have to have any certain qualifications. It just means It just means that you have read enough on this topic to make yourself somewhat knowledgeable about it. And generally, if you have an interest or a passion, it's probably something that you spend a lot of time developing some experience or some skill or understanding about. So usually, if you have number one right here, you're typically going to have number two. Those two are generally going to go hand in hand because if you are passionate about your topic, then you are going to have the experience you need just from reading. So then we come to number three. And number three is going to work just like this. We're going to make another circle, and it's going to connect these two right here. And inside of this circle, this is going to be our final piece of the puzzle of this whole Venn diagram. And this particular part is going to be, we're going to call this opportunity. Or we could call this market. If you're an entrepreneur minded, you want there to be a market for your interest, for whatever this is that you have experience in, and you have an interest in. The last thing we need to find out and to determine is there a market for this? And what we mean by that is there, we might say, is there, if we come over here, if we bring this over here, what do we mean by market or there being opportunity? Well, is there an opportunity to monetize that? Of course. That's going to be the first and foremost thing in someone's mind. Can we monetize this particular topic? Can we monetize this particular niche that we enjoy talking about, that we have a lot of knowledge on? Can we monetize this? Can we sell ads on our site? Is it something that we can build traffic to? That's another thing. Let's look at this. Can we build traffic to it? And this is going to be obviously a determining factor. Traffic, what are the traffic numbers and what do those look like? Can we monetize this by creating ebooks? We can just create really just do a diagram and just create so many branches for this and mind mapping this whole project and determining, can we monetize this through ebooks, through information products, through affiliate products, you name it. And we want to determine if there is a market opportunity for that. So the way this works is in this Venn diagram, these all come together at a central point. And this is what I call kind of the sweet spot. And this is the determining factor. If all of these three things mesh, if number 1, 2, and number 3 here, opportunity and market, if all of these things come together and we determine there is interest, there is a level of skill and understanding and experience, and there is certainly an opportunity, there's a market for it, then these are all good signs and a very good indicator that this is a great niche to go into, because you've got the interest, you're going to stick with it, you've got the knowledge base, you don't have to rely on someone else to provide your knowledge, you have a solid understanding, you've been reading, you understand it, and you know for a fact, lastly, that there is an ability to capitalize off that through monetization, selling information products, maybe ebooks, videos, video DVDs, affiliate products that are already out there on the market, Google ads, all sorts of things, Amazon affiliate ads. If there's a way to capitalize that and turn this into something that really generates money, and there is traffic, we certainly have to look at the traffic numbers. And of course, we've gone over this with using the tool Market Samurai, which is always a good product to use, or a good tool to use for determining traffic for your niche. Once we've determined that these all line up and these all look good, then this gives us the green light to go forward. Because once again, right here, all of these things mesh. This is our target market, and this is a good indicator that we should move forward. So thanks again. Just a simple illustration I wanted to write out on our whiteboard this week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to our weekly show. And as always, if you have any questions, come visit us over at bibpodcast.com. You can send us a comment or a question at info@bibpodcast.com or at beginnerinternetbiz@gmail.com. Thanks again, and have a great week.